It was a small, beautiful, and peaceful town. It wasn't just a place, it was a feeling. The scent of fresh-cut grass, the friendly chats at the town square, and a sense of victory on every face. And a big part of that victory was Mark, a simple, hard-working man with magic in his hands. People affectionately called him Legendary Mark, and his sandwiches, they were out of this world. The sizzle as he toasted the fresh artisan bread on the grill was a sound that echoed across the square. Golden, crispy, and the moment you bit into one, the steam would rise and the aroma of slow-roasted chicken, fresh herbs, and his secret sauce, it would make you fall in love. Mark didn't just put ingredients in his sandwiches, he poured his love and his honesty into them. People used to say, one of Mark's sandwiches and those fancy city burgers taste like cardboard. Every morning before the sun was up, Mark was at the farmer's market picking the freshest tomatoes and crispest lettuce. And his sauce, oh, that sauce was divine, a secret recipe of herbs and spices his grandmother had taught him. Every morning, he'd park his bright, clean food truck at the town square. His helper was a kind young man named Sam, who looked up to Mark like an older brother and was learning the trade. Slowly, Mark's truck became so famous that people from neighboring towns would drive in just for a taste. His truck always had a long, cheerful line. Kids, seniors, office workers, everyone was a fan. The money started rolling in, and a new shine appeared on Mark's face. This wasn't just the shine of wealth, it was the glow of respect. When people would say, "Mark, that was amazing," his chest would swell with pride. But as they say, where prosperity blooms, the shadow of greed often follows. As the money piled up, a new, cold voice started whispering in Mark's heart. "Mark, more money, more profit. If you cut a few corners, you could become even richer." It was the voice of greed, quiet at first, but now it was getting louder. One day, he said to his helper Sam, "Listen, Sam, from now on, get the cheaper chicken. Even the day-old stuff will work. It's all hidden in the sauce. And the oil, hey, why bother changing it? The old oil will do just fine." Sam said with shock, "Mark, what are you saying? Please don't do this. People know our sandwiches by their taste. If we lose their trust, no one will come back." Mark laughed out loud, a laugh that no longer had its old innocence. He said, "Relax, kid. Nobody will know the difference. These small-town folks, they'll eat anything. You just focus on counting the cash." And so, Mark began to kill the soul of his sandwiches. He started mixing cheap fillers into his chicken to make it look like more. He reused his cooking oil until it was black and foul-smelling, and he diluted his famous sauce with water. At first, people didn't notice much, but slowly, the difference began to creep in. One day, a mother came and said, "Mark, my son got a stomachache after eating your sandwich." He yelled at her and sent her away. "Then don't feed him. There are 100 other people in line." An old man complained, "Mark, your sandwiches have a strong burnt smell of old oil." He screamed at him too, "Are you going to teach me how to run a business? If you don't want to eat, then leave." He wouldn't listen to anyone. The darkness of greed had completely blinded him. He only saw money, not people. One day, an announcement was made in the town. "This weekend, our beautiful village will host its annual Summer Food Festival." This was no ordinary festival. People from all over the state were coming. This was a matter of the town's honor. The monster of greed roared again in Mark's mind. It whispered, "This is it, the jackpot. If I set up my truck right at the main gate, I'll get every single customer." He thought, "This is my one chance to make millions." And that's exactly what he did. He fought with the town mayor and managed to secure the spot right in front of the main entrance, ensuring every person who walked into the festival would have to pass his truck first. Sam pleaded with him, with tears in his eyes, "Mark, for God's sake, make it good this time. This is a festival. It's about our town's reputation. Our name will be ruined." Mark shoved him and yelled, "Forget the name. Cash is the name. What's cheap sells." That night, Mark didn't prepare food. In a rush, he used rotten, discolored chicken, weeks-old rancid black oil, and fake spices to make hundreds of sandwiches. The next morning, the festival was packed. Kids, seniors, families, everyone was excited. A long, never-ending line formed in front of Mark's truck. He was shouting, "Get your legendary Mark sandwiches, hot and cheap." At first, everyone was happy. cheap and quick sandwiches. But within a few hours, the joy of the festival began to turn into horror. First, a child started crying, then another, then a woman clutched her stomach in agony. In a matter of minutes, many people started suffering from terrible stomach pain and vomiting. The festival grounds turned into a scene from a hospital emergency room. Just then, someone from the crowd screamed, "Hey, this all happened after eating Mark's sandwiches!" And that was it. That one sentence was enough to turn the crowd's joy into a terrifying rage. The mob, like a hungry monster, ran towards Mark's truck. Someone screamed, "He served us poison for money! Get him! He made our children sick!" For the first time, Mark had the fear of death in his eyes. He ran for his life, and the angry mob destroyed his truck, setting it on fire. The next day, the mayor called a town meeting. The entire town was gathered. Mark stood with his head down like a criminal. The mayor thundered, "Mark, your greed has dragged our town's honor through the mud. People from other towns are now saying the food in our peace-loving village is like poison." Mark said with his head bowed, "Mr. Mayor, I made a mistake." But the mayor said, "This isn't a mistake, it's a sin, a betrayal. Your truck is now permanently banned. You will never run your business in this town again." The villagers also shouted, "He made our children sick! Kick him out of town!" Mark's heart broke. The very business that had given him his name, his identity, was now the cause of his ruin and disgrace. He was kicked out of the town. That night, Mark sat alone outside his broken-down house. The air no longer smelled of sandwiches, but of regret. He started thinking, if only I had listened to Sam. If I had made the sandwiches with the same honesty as before, I wouldn't have had to see this day. In his greed for money, he had lost his taste, his trust, and his honor. He had lost everything. Greed puts a darkness over a person's eyes. Someone who plays with other people's health, trust, and their own self-respect may earn money for a few days, but they will never get true respect. People think that once they have money, no one will find out about their deceit. But higher power, God, sees every action, big or small. When fate and karma do their work, the deceitful are left with nothing but regret. Remember, children, true happiness and respect are only found by those who do their work with all their heart and wish well for others. Mark's story teaches us this. Greed may be tempting for a while, but in the end, it is always truth and honesty that win. Greed might offer a shortcut to wealth, but the path of honesty is the only one that leads to true, lasting respect. Tell us in the comments, have you ever seen someone in your own life who was blinded by greed?